Hi everyone, I am going to be doing a little bit of this page today. This is from Rita Berman's book, Meine Reise Durch Europa, and I'm going to be doing this patisserie page, which is ever so cute and lovely. The cat's brilliant. But I thought I would do this little bit at the top for you. I'm going to zoom in now to show you. Because we've got this glass, I thought it might be handy for you to see how I was going to do this glass, because it can be a bit of a challenge, and I thought as well as the glass I would also do a few of the other bits and bobs as well, just to get started on this one. I probably won't do any more on this page. I will publish the completed page on Instagram when I'm done. There's a link to my Instagram in the section beneath, in the description, sorry. Now I've grabbed my Castle Arts Botanical pencils for this, just because I know they within it there are the colours that I need for this particular demo. I may end up using more Castle Arts. I've got other sets as well, but I just grabbed, sometimes it's nice just to have a smaller set. So I'm just sharpening my first pencil to get going. So this is my Paynes Gray, and this is what I'm going to use for the window, for the glass. Now there are different ways you can do glass. I have had other videos where I have shown different methods, but this one I'm going to do with this grey, and I'm going to just do a really light amount of grey to start with. Now you can do show the light coming through the window, which is always quite pretty, but I just wanted to do this one a little bit different, so we're doing it with a grey. There are so many ways you can tackle glass. You can have a look yourself at windows and try and copy as well. What I want this to look like is like we can't see through the window. If you're good at drawing, you could always put something behind the window, and so you can see through and see something like down here. Down here we can see through the window, but up here we've got Rita's drawn these lines for us as if the light's reflecting off the window, so we can't see through it. So that's what I'm deciding. That's what I'm going to do. Make it look so you can't see through it. But as I say, if I could draw, I might have drawn something through the window. Not sure what, but it's quite high up, isn't it? It's above the shop. Then look, we've got a sort of a balcony here, so maybe this is a room above the shop. Not sure. I'm going to do this piece here as if it's glass as well, just that little circular bit there. And I'm just working out, I think that is a frame, because we've got frame, middle frame, so that's frame, middle frame, so that's not glass, so we won't colour that bit in. Now I'm keeping my grey, and I'm thinking about where there might be more shadow on the glass, and I'm thinking under here and under here is where I'm just going to add some additional colour. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to put a little bit more on that corner, so some here, a little bit more on the corner, and then some going down there. This one is a bit different because it's a different angle, so I'm just going to go under there and down here. And then this one we'll do similar to here, so we've got a darker here but quite a little bit on the corner, and then across there. That's a lot darker than the other one. I might erase that a little bit. I'm just going to use my Tombow mono eraser, which is nice and light and small. I'll just take that back a bit because I didn't quite want it that dark. And then this one, again a darker edge here. See, these Castle Arts are quite soft, you can erase them a little bit. It's easier not to, so try not to make mistakes like I did. But there, I'm doing quite a lot there because we've got the shadow of the flower as well. So there's my glass, and I think it looks like it's set back a little bit from the frame, which is what I wanted. We may add a little bit more to it after. But now I'm going to do the frames now. Oops. My shop is going to be pretty. It's not going to be, you know, I could be tempted to just do a silver or black frame, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a nice bright colour. So I'm just grabbing a heather purple and I'm giving it a sharpen, and that's what I'm going to do for the frames. I'll just show you heather purple. And but I'm not just going to do a hard colour all around, because I think we could make it look like they were slightly metallic. It's quite difficult with a colour like this, but I think if we put it on and then reduce it a bit like that, and then have a harder application here and less here, it gives the impression there's a bit of shine, which can indicate metal or just a shiny paint or something like that. And I'm going to make it shine slightly on the top bit there. Now, cleverer people than me will think about where the light is coming in and exactly where that shine is going to be. But for me, I'm going to keep it nice and simple, and I'm going to do that shine in the same way on each piece. So we've got a shiny bit here and here and here. It just makes it nice and simple for me. I'm not that good at knowing what to do with regards to light, and I think it just should give us enough of an impression without worrying too much about being too fussy. I hope you can see that that is just giving us a little bit of an illusion that there is some sort of shine or the light's falling on it. It also just makes it look more interesting, I think, than just one solid colour. Although there's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people will use a pen, and it's quite difficult to do a gradient in colour with that. And it has its place and can look really, really good. But I am not a pen user, so I'm not confident in using those. There are people that are, you can watch them. I don't know who on YouTube. So there's that one. Again, I'm just looking up in my camera to make sure it's showing up well enough for you. Now, in between the windows, the colour that I'm going to pick there will be the colour for the whole shop. So it will be behind here, and behind here. So it's quite crucial that I make the correct choice. Now I have a mauve, which is a light purple, but I think I'm going to go for a pink rather than a mauve to have a bit of a contrast with this purple. I think it will look really pretty. And we have flowers as well, which I'd quite like to do in sort of pinky colours. But although in this particular set I have got a limited amount of pinks, if I grab my larger set or combine, I've got 3 sets of Castle Arts. I'm very lucky. I've got this Botanical set, I have got a 72 set and a Seascape set, and within those 3 sets I have got a good range of colours. I haven't got the full range, obviously it's 120, which you may have, but it certainly gives me a lovely choice. And in the Seascape set there's a particularly beautiful pinky purpley pink colour which I might be using because I just love it. But the problem is the more I use it, it's gonna disappear. And normally with pencils I think, no, I'm just going to use them because if I enjoy them I'm going to use them. But the problem with the Castle Arts is that, as far as I'm aware, they don't sell open stocks. You can't replace single colours. So if I use it up, I won't be able to get another one unless I buy a set with them in. So that makes it a little trickier. But anyway, do what makes you happy, I say. Use them. So I probably used that one at some point. So there are now when you look at yours, if you feel that one of them doesn't look shiny enough, you can darken some areas or lighten others. You can lighten them with your eraser. You can darken them by adding a bit more purple. I haven't done this one, have I? And that will just help to emphasize what you're trying to do. Now with this one, we're just going to make it lighter on the top. So I'm just going to do less layers. If you see what I'm doing, I'm going over the top of what I'm doing a few times, and as I go towards the top I'm doing that less, so we get that it's less at the top. Okay, we haven't actually done any more grey. I'm going to grab my grey, back to the Paynes Gray. Oops, dropping it back to the Paynes Gray, and I'm just going to put a layer, a darker layer under there. There, that's better. It's just a tiny detail, makes a difference for me. Okay, so I'm going to show you the shop colour. Am I going to choose purple? It's a big decision, isn't it? Because it's a big part of the picture. We're going to do the deep purple. I think we'll do the purple from this set just because we've got it out. So this is the purple. And I'm going to show you, I'm only going to do quite a light layer. It's really, really pretty. Can you see how lovely it is? And as I say, our whole shop will be this colour, but I'm going to do it quite lightly, and I will darken it in places. So I'm trying to just have an even pressure and just press the same amount everywhere while I get a layer of this down. Now ideally I do the whole of the shop with this now, but you'll get very bored, so I'll just do this little piece and just show you what I will do. Now with the glass, where Rita has drawn these black lines, if you want to, you could go over those in a white pen to make them look like they're reflecting the light. I'm actually not. I'm going to leave them with the black. I think it works quite well. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I hope you can see that works really nicely with the purple, but I'm just going to sharpen it and show you just a little bit of the shadow under here. Now I can't decide what these are, these circles, whether they're just a decoration or whether they're lights. And the same with these here. I think this might be a string of lights. I'm not entirely sure. So I've got to give that a bit of thought. So where I'm doing this darker layer, I'm trying to then just fade it down into the paler bit a little bit. So I press quite hard under the sphere and then just do a little circular movement to just spread that colour down a little bit. And just go all the way along. It takes a bit of concentration in this because trying not to go out of the lines, although I always do. So I've got to try quite hard to get it looking how I wish it to look. I think I might just do these little circles not as lights. I'm just going to fade that down into there a bit. Like that. There's someone putting their recycling out. The bins were empty today, but they obviously missed them. That's okay. And I'm going to do a little bit under here and down there as well. So you can see we've got a slightly darker bit at the top underneath those little rounded bits. And what I would do is I will continue that through. So wherever, for example, at the top here, I'll probably do a darker bit under this line, and maybe along the edges of where the flowers are. Maybe. I will see how it works. Definitely under here. Yeah? And that's that. With the, I haven't decided what colour to do everything else yet, so I'm just going to leave that there. I just wanted to really show you how to do the glass, so I hope that helped you and gave you some ideas. And as I say, I will put the finished picture onto Instagram. It might already be on there. Depends when this video goes out and when I get to finish it. So have a look. As I say, my Instagram is look at that, I've missed that bit. My Instagram page is, you can see it on the bottom, on my description. It's there in the description so you can see it. So there we go. So hopefully this is going to end up looking quite pretty. I feel like Rita's books always need to be really brightly coloured and really pretty, just because of the way she draws things. So it's great fun. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and happy colouring.